morning. Today we are presenting our emotion focused therapy session. We have our pursuer right in our far left corner. It's Mario. Say hello, Mario.
Hi.
We have Shania right here. She'll be our withdrawer. And our three interventions, and I'm Jackie, and our three interventions will be using our identifying negative cycles, identifying the negative dance. We'll be using enactment, expression of feelings towards each other, evocative responding, priming the couple, unsensitive and particularly emotional experiences, and then tying the bow. And then, yes, again, Mario, do you want to go ahead and describe your characteristics?
Yeah, so I'm the pursuer. I'm comfortable being vulnerable. So I'm seeking help with the relationship due to desires for intimacy. I consider myself more of a secure attachment style.
Okay, perfect. And Shania?
For me, I'm the withdrawer. I'm unwilling to share heavy thoughts and feelings. I like to avoid conflict, and I'm attachment style with an avoidant attachment.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to get started and we're going to go ahead and begin our session. And starting in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Hi, Mario. Hi, Shania. Thank you for coming today. I'm Jackie. I will be your emotion focused therapy therapist today. Would you want to go ahead and give me a start to why you came in today?
Yeah, hey Jackie. So I reached out to you because for the last year or so, right after this pandemic, we've kind of drifted apart, and me and my wife, you know, we've we did not have been intimate in a long time, and I feel like we're losing connection with each other, and it's just like the little things, like she spends all the time with the kids and the mom, and we really don't have that time where we were together. We used to go on dates every Friday or every other Friday at least, and now we hardly do anything together, and I feel like that loss of intimacy um, is really having a strain on our relationship. And another thing is we haven't had sex in close to a year now.
Oh, there's a lot going on. So it just sounds like you're drifting apart and feel like you've lost connection, and really started around the time of the pandemic or towards the midst of pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay at first, but then I started going back to work, and Shania had to stay at home. She's a therapist, and I'm a school administrator, and I had to go back to work, but she stayed home and taking care of the kids when they're at home too. We have two small children, so it's a lot for her. I understand, but I still feel like there's I have my life returned back at work, and I feel for her. She's like having a hard time dealing with work and the stress of the small kids at home.
Oh, okay, yes. When you have kids, that's a lot. Yeah, and
Yeah.
tonight, how are you doing? How are you feeling about everything?
Sorry, I work from home, so I was just sending emails when he was talking. But right now, this is actually the first time hearing everything Mario has concerns with our relationship. So I'm very concerned. I see no problem with our relationship dynamics. I've just been super busy paying attention to my kids and working from home. And so I'm very thrown off.
You're thrown off. So you sound like everything's been going pretty well, and for the most part, yeah, this is the first time we've really heard this.
Right.
And so, Mario, have you expressed your concerns to Shania?
I try to, but every time I want to talk to her, she just kind of pulls away, or she goes visits her mom. Her mom lives nearby, so I get it. I mean, it can be kind of hard because I'm coming home from work and she's still at home with the kids, and and then she just kind of runs away. Like when I'm trying to say, hey, we should talk about what's going on. How come we're not, sleeping together, and or even in the same bed sometimes, um, yeah, she just kind of pulls away.
What do you
Yeah.
mean she runs away? Sorry.
Well, like she goes to another room, she goes sees her mom, um, or she goes to her computer and says, I got to do work. It's stuff like that. Like anytime I feel like I want to have a good conversation, she just goes and does something else instead.
And Shania, what do you think?
It's just very frustrating when you have your husband going out to work and I'm the stay-at-home mom having to cook for the kids and be there for the kids, and I'm trying to do my own self-care, and that's pretty much what I focus on. So I'm just lost. It's like I'm talking to a wall. I'm just so frustrated.
Huh. Yeah, you sound really frustrated. You too, Mario. It sounds like you're upset as well. And so, what do you think that there was a time where you both were maybe there was a time where you're more emotionally connected before the pandemic? Was it like that before, or you know?
Yeah, so there actually was a time we went on a trip to Napa Valley, and it was great. We went and did the wine tasting tour. We booked a nice hotel room there, bed and breakfast, actually. And I got her some flowers, decorated the room for our anniversary. It was amazing, and it was one of the best weekends we've ever had as a couple. I think we really connected with one another.
Do you remember that, Shania? Remember that time?
I do. There was no complaints or nagging at that time, so I had a great time.
Yeah. So maybe just the time away together was a good break from life.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really awesome that you guys, made the step to just come in and sort out your feelings and, to take the time for each other. It is really important. It sounds like you both care about each other. It's just maybe it's been a lot right now, and maybe there's been some sort of disconnect that, we need to sort out together. But I'm gonna try an exercise where I'm gonna have you guys just look at each other and just explain to each other how you're feeling and what it is that you're feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and begin with you, Mario. Just
Okay.
gonna look at Shania and tell her what's been going on with you.
Shania, I feel ignored. I feel like sometimes I'm unwanted. I feel like you're ignoring me, and I feel like I want to have a deep connection with you that I used to have, and I want to go back to us being happy and communicating with one another.
How is that? How do you feel about that, Shania?
I feel like we can totally do that. Um, but as of right now, I just really want to focus on myself and self-care.
Okay. And do you want to look at and tell him that? Maybe give it to Mario.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you're missing it. Well, Mario, you're missing a relationship right now, and Shania, it just sounds like you're very you're needing more time for yourself right now. Maybe because that it is with the kids and everything like that. Do you feel overwhelmed with other aspects of life right now,
I
or
I feel like sometimes I'm a single mom. I feel like sometimes I'm not in a relationship with Mario. I feel like he should come home and speak with the kids and, see how life really is with the kids.
okay? Do you feel like you're not home enough, Mario, with the kids?
Yes, I think I could help a little bit more. I think I can definitely take some time off work, but it's just that we started recently this year going back to work in person, and you know um yeah, but I think I could definitely take more time off to be with the kids or work around my schedule.
Yeah, do you think that since you're feeling you're drifting apart, maybe you're not just drifting apart just from Shania, this maybe is the whole family, and so, like, maybe there's something in there, like, where you can not only plan things with just, with just Shania, just intimate things, but, because she is putting so much time into the family that you could, I don't know, you guys have any ideas for that?
Sorry, I have an
Uh,
important call. I'll be back in about a minute.
If they call, okay,
yeah, so I think we could take, one day, maybe every 2 weeks or month, and spend it together away from the kids, get a babysitter, call their mom, or something like that. I think we'll
yeah,
be okay.
yeah. Well, let's wait for Shania to come back so we can all,
Yeah.
you know, work on this together
Sure.
and see where we're going from
Okay,
there.
sorry.
No problem. All right. Yeah. Maybe let's all take a second. We'll take a second to come together, regroup, um, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and we'll come back together for the session. And I'm just gonna take a second so we can pause the recording and we'll have our moment to come back together. Okay, great. All right, just want to make sure everyone had a second to kind of, come back together before we end our session. And I just wanted to run through how everyone was sort of feeling throughout this session. Sounds like there's just been, you know, a more recent understanding of our disconnect. I really commend you guys for sharing your feelings on both sides. Just wanted to see if maybe from the time from this session to next session, if there was something we could do to kind of start working on your relationship. If there's maybe like a special activity or just, maybe you guys could go for a walk together. You guys have any ideas what you could do from this time to next?
I actually talked, and we're gonna start working out together and
Okay.
start going on hikes. I think that just being outdoors is gonna help, especially for me. Since I work from home, I'm always at home. So I think being outside is gonna help us.
Yeah, that sounds really, really grounding and good activity for both of you. How do you feel about that, Maria?
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I really enjoy working out, and I think I could use that. And
Yeah. How many times do you think you guys want to do that? Just one time or?
We could probably like on the weekends when he comes home from work.
Okay, great. Yeah, so on our next session, we'll just kind of check back in and I'll see how that went and see if that was helpful at all. And then I really think that this was a great first session and you guys did a really great job being open and vulnerable in this difficult thing. And first part of reconnecting is understanding your feelings and what's going on. So I commend you both and I will see you next week, same time. And if there is anything that comes to mind, feelings that you are frustrated with or just happy feelings, just feel free to go ahead and write those down as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
thank you, Jackie.
All right. It was great to meet you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.